Hi everybody, I just finished this mini album. It doesn't have any photos in it, it's just a bunch of quotes that mean a lot to me. On the cover, you can see it says art is not a thing, it is a way, by Albert Hubbard. And I did these with purple die cut letters, and then I punched out is not a thing, it is a, and then I put some flowers on with some brads and added glitter glue to the flowers, so it's a really shiny cover. And then I added some fibers here on the ring, and then I have a cute little heart that I made from Shrinky Dinks that I'm using as my charm. So let's open it up and see what we have. Okay. The first page says, all life is an experiment. The more experiments you make, the better. By Ralph Waldo Emerson. Second page it says, every man dies, not every man really lives. By William Wallace. And then to continue it says, don't count the days, make the days count. By Muhammad Ali. Let's turn the page. This one I found funny. It says, never wear anything that panics the cat. By P.J. O'Rourke. Then William Shakespeare, it says, do you not know I am a woman? When I think, I must speak. Over here, it says, there cannot be a crisis next week. My schedule is already full. By Henry A. Kissinger. And that really applies to me. I can't handle crisis because I barely have enough time to manage the kids' taxi service as it is. Okay. Over here, I did more orange color, which is really nice with this paper. It says, some people are always grumbling because roses have thorns. I am thankful that thorns have roses. By Alphonse Carr. And then the next one says, we make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give. Sir Winston Churchill. Okay, this is George Carlin, and I just love him. He says, weather forecast for tonight, dark. This is an envelope page. Let me open it up. It says, if you hear a voice within you say you cannot paint, then by all means paint, and that voice will be silenced. By Vincent van Gogh. Okay, at the top here. Oh, stuck. Let me try this. There we go. It says, creativity is allowing yourself to make mistakes. Art is knowing which ones to keep. By Scott Adams. On the back it says, defeat is not the worst of failures. Not to have tried is the true failure. By George Edward Woodbury. And I forgot to show the back of this tag. It says, show me a person who has never made a mistake, and I'll show you somebody who has never achieved much. By Joan Collins. Turn it over, and you can see I used chunky glitter on this one. I'll pull it out, and it says, don't forget Mother's Day, or as they call it in Beverly Hills, Dad's third wife day. Jay Leno. This one says, success is getting what you want, happiness is wanting what you get. By Dale Carnegie. And then across here it says, a man paints with his brains and not with his hands. Michelangelo. You know, I don't know if I agree with the part about the brain. I would say more like the heart. Okay, behind this lace here are 2 tags and room to add more if I have more quotes I find. It says, a bird doesn't sing because he has an answer. It sings because it has a song. Lou Holtz. And on the back it says, I always try to balance the light with the heavy, a few tiers of human spirit in with the sequins and the fringes. Bette Midler. My mother said to me, if you are a soldier, you will become a general. If you are a monk, you will become the Pope. Instead, I was a painter and became Picasso, by Pablo Picasso. When I see a bird that walks like a duck and swims like a duck and quacks like a duck, I call that bird a duck. James Whitcomb Riley. Let's see, and this is some really pretty lace here. And then I put ribbon along the edges. Okay, 3 quotes on this page. The top one says, it does not matter how slowly you go so long as you do not stop. That's Confucius. Art washes away from the soul the dust of everyday life. Pablo Picasso. I am woman. I am invincible. I am pooped. Author unknown. Here we have another one of these. It says on the front, Earth laughs in flowers. Ralph Waldo Emerson. The tag reads, procrastination is the art of keeping up with yesterday. Don Marquis. And then Ralph Waldo Emerson says it is not the length of life, but depth of life. And I think that's true. Let's take the middle one out. Here, let me switch hands. It says, think left and think right and think low and think high. Oh, the things you can think up if only you try. That's Theodore Geisel, otherwise known as Dr. Seuss. All you need is love, but a little chocolate now and then doesn't hurt. Charles M. Schultz. Turn it over. See that? It says, the world is mud luscious and puddle wonderful. E. Cummings. The tag says, it's not what you look at that matters, it's what you see. Henry David Thoreau. Okay, over to this side, and I put glitter on the edges of this one and some cream of flowers. Oh, let me move that ribbon. It says, a mistake is simply another way of doing things. Katharine Graham. And then it says, you never know what is enough unless you know what is more than enough. William Blake. And the last pages are, we are each of us angels with only one wing, and we can only fly by embracing one another. And that's Luciano de Crescenzo. And at the bottom it says, a picture is a poem without words. Horace. Okay, I like this one a lot, by Roger Miller. It says, some people walk in the rain, others just get wet. You know, most of those quotes have been pretty upbeat or about art and creating and that sort of thing, but I had to include this last quote because it really touched my heart as a woman. I almost got angry and didn't include it, but then I thought I need something to help me think, so here it is. I asked a Burmese why women, after centuries of following their men, now walk ahead. He said there were many unexploded linemen since the war. Robert Mueller.